Folder here, JavaScript inside that, basic API, Ajax, data binding, import, export. Yes.
Yeah, okay. There we need to open basic, right?
Basic. We will be creating the file under the basic folder. Under basic folder, we are going to work on this particular points. You can say first will be our this way, variables, data type, then you can say controller structure. Under the controller structure, we have condition have if else, nested if, switch case, little loop will come, for loop, while loop, do while map, array will come, then function will come, then we'll enter under the. So till here we are going to follow under the basic folder. Till here,
Okay.
examples will be creating under the basic folder. After that,
Okay.
the data binding, then step by step will change the folder.
Yeah, okay.
So VS Code, how we have opened.
Yes.
So open for me. In VS Code, you can go to the file. Under the file, you will have option called open folder. In file, we have option called open folder. Under the file, we'll go for the open folder. In open folder, now it will show you so many folder of your system. You can go to the folder, that JavaScript folder you have created, basic folder. So we need to go to the folder and here JavaScript folder, and we'll click on basic. Basic folder will select. Below we have option called select folder. After clicking on basic folder, you will click on select folder.
Yeah.
After clicking on basic, we'll click on select folder. Now that basic folder will get loaded in VS Code. Basic folder will get load here as a project folder. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Actually, yeah, your voice which is not getting correctly.
For other people, it's clear.
Sorry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it's clear.
Versa, check your mic or maybe check your, even we are getting echo sound from your side.
Okay.
It maybe you can re-log in or maybe you can check the device, mic setting or other things. Okay, so what we have created one example. In one example, we have seen like console.log is going to help you to print any statement in the browser console as well as CMD, wherever console we use, it will print under the console. Next, /n we have seen using /n, we break the line in JavaScript. Slash T, we have seen using slash T, we apply multiple spaces, 4 spaces together. Like how we use the slash T here. Suppose if I go here, press slash T. Only if you press the tab will give 3, 4 space. So that slash T for that purpose only. Slash T will give the tab in the JavaScript. One tab is equal to slash T. Slash N is equal to BR, new line. In HTML, we write the BR. BR will break the line normally. Here in JavaScript, slash N will break the line. Each console.log will go to the new line. But in case if you want to print the line, break the line manually, we can use slash N, it will break the line. Okay, so this one file we have created, slash N slash T, just we have discussed. Okay, next what we have to do? Next we have to do like next we have to do like we have to create another file. In that we will understand in JavaScript. In JavaScript, while doing the programming, the concept will come as a variable. Variable like is a container. In the day-to-day life, when we carry some data, when we hold some data in a container, right there, we use the container according to content. For example, if you want to store some liquid material, your container should be similar, that should hold the liquid. If you want to hold some solid material, the container should hold the solid material, right? So for example, if you want to buy the what you can say milk, you need to carry either some kind of liquid container. If you want to carry the if you want to buy the potato, you have to carry the bag that can hold the solid material. Correct? We cannot do like the potato we cannot keep inside the bottle, and the milk we cannot keep inside the bag directly. So in programming language also, you can say when the matter will come of variable. Variable is a container. When the user will come to your application, every user will have a different requirement. Every user input will be different. So our program should be in such a way that can take the input from user, and according to input, it should process the data and it should give the output. So when the program is only one and user is multiple, for example, Gmail is only one and the user is so many. Facebook is only one, user are so many. Right? WhatsApp is only one, user are so many. So how that works? It's a programming, it's a dynamic application. Based on your input, it will give the output. Maybe look and feel is same, or you can change the thing, that is the next matter. But based on your input, it will give the output. User ID and password will be different, the content will be different. Okay, platform is only one, but according to input, output will get changed. So those all happen through the variable is required in that. Suppose I will give my email ID and password, it will hold in a variable, and after that it will do the process, and based on the my variable and input, it will give me the different data. Gmail is same, email inbox is same, send item is same, but the content will be different for every user. Right? So the programming is going to be more meaningful if there is a variable. Without variable, your program will be a static program. For everyone, it will display the same output. So those part we are going to discuss. Okay, variable meaning is what and how to create and how to use it. Yes, there is a different type of variable in JavaScript. Variable declaration is different way. We will start from the basic one by one. One by one, we will get to know all. Okay, so let us come. We will go here in the left hand side VS Code. You can see you have a file, new file option. Click on new file and give the file name. You can write call variable directly, variable, or maybe variable word look like difficult big word. We can write as a file1, file, file1.js, file1.js. Like how you may have idea from the C programming. We write the JavaScript, we write the C program and we run in the compiler. Similar way, we are learning the basic syntax of JavaScript, how to write the JavaScript code, how to write the program in JavaScript. That basic folder is for that purpose. There you will have idea, okay, the JavaScript code will work like this. We have to write the JavaScript code in this way. Once we'll finish the basic folder work, basic folder topic, you will have idea, okay, how the JavaScript code look like and how I can write and where I can start from. Okay. Then we'll go for the data binding. In that, we will combine the HTML and JavaScript together. HTML will be as a dealing with the browser, and JavaScript will do the processing part. Okay. Now we will come to this file 1.js file. In file 1.js file, we will be creating a variable and we'll understand how the variable look like. Okay. If you remember Java, maybe you have idea from the other programming language. While creating a variable, we give the data type, integer, float, kind of string, kind of array, or different type of undefined, null, and many data type we assign. In JavaScript says like, since if you are keeping the different data type, your programming will be difficult. So in that case, JavaScript has a universal keyword that is called var, var. This var will come in front of every variable. Now var, why we are writing here? Because suppose if you are creating a variable with integer type, suppose instead of var, if I write as a int, now what will happen every time if I write as a int a, that represent the a data type is always what, as a integer. Under the a, suppose if I write here for the int, what will happen? A will hold always which type? Int only. You cannot change the value of a. It will not help you to make your program very dynamic. So in that case, JavaScript given a universal keyword called var. The var keyword is like, you don't worry about the data type declaration. Just you create a variable using the var, let the user to give the value. According to value, the data type of variable will get changed dynamically. So you can see here, the a is holding now what? 100. So 100 represents as an integer value. So indirectly, the data type of a will become as an integer. But how it's happened? We have not written integer. The var keyword is going to decide, yes, the value for a is 100. The value for a is 100 and 100 represents as an integer value. That meaning the data type of a is called as a what? Integer. But as a JavaScript programmer, you're not going to worry on that data type part at any moment. JavaScript has given three type of variable declaration, not only one. One is the var. We have one more called const. We have one more called let. Okay, but var, const, and let. We are starting with the var now. After writing some more example, we will start using the const also. Then once we'll get idea on var and const, then we will use the let and we'll compare all three. Okay, where to use the var, where to use the const, where to use the let. But all three is going to help you to create a variable only. Now let's come down. Var a we have written is fine, let it be. Let's write one more. Var b equal to, suppose, give one more 200. Now we got two variable. In this example, you are going to learn the usage of the var as well as the defining the local scope, global scope will discuss under the function. As of now, this file is one file. Inside the file, a variable we have created. In this file, that variable we can access anywhere, any corner of the page. Okay. Now, number one, variable declaration using the var keyword. Number two, the plus operator, comma operator. Okay. So what is the use of the plus, what will be the use of the comma, and at the same time we can write some other concepts. So let's learn how to print the variable. Console.log, directly we can write 100 as a comma b. So it will give both the value 100 and 200 both will come. Now to make it more meaningful, console.log the a hold colon a comma the b hold. Okay, not make much complex, let it be one comma is going to here separate the string and variable. Now comma one side you have a string, another side you have a variable. Now comma will be working here as a concatenator. It will concat your both the statement. Let me write here the b hold as a b. At the place of this comma we can use a plus also. This is called a comment. Plus will work as or maybe you can write here plus will concat the both statement. Concat will plus the plus will concat both the statement. One side is a string, another side is a variable. Both will get concat now using the plus operator. Comma will also help you in the same way, but we will have some certain limitation. Yes, at this place we can use the comma, and at this place we can use the plus. Now we will run this and we'll see whether it is able to print something or not. Okay, hope we have written. Save the file. Now, after saving the file, you can go to the terminal. In the terminal, you have new terminal. Click on that. Terminal and new terminal. Hope you are in the terminal now. Under the terminal, you will write node space file name. What is the file? It's called file1.js. Node space file1.js. Enter. Node space file1.js. Enter. It should print the 100, 200, the A hold 100 and the B hold 200. The A hold 100 and the B hold 200. Right? Hope coming. Anyone able to print? Let's go here again. Console.log will help you to print the particular line under your browser console, or maybe even VS Code console, or you can directly run under the CMD also. CMD we can open in the same folder, and there also we can do the same. Let me show you how to run in the CMD. Suppose I will go to my basic folder. Basic folder I will go here, and under the basic folder I will open the CMD, and in that again I will do the same, node space file name file1.js, node space file1.js. What it says, 100 and 200, the A hold 100 and the B hold 200. A hold 200, B hold 200. Right? Similar way, CMD also we can run, as well as VS Code also we can run. Now let's come here, and you can see the comma we have used here to concat one statement. Another place we have used the plus to concat the statement. Okay. Now plus operator in Javascript will work in two ways. How it will work? Suppose, let me go here, console.log the addition of comma A, comma B, comma is, the addition of comma A and comma B is, comma. So what will be the output? The addition of A for what? 100, B for what? 200. The addition of 100 and 200 is A plus B. A plus B. A plus B. So it will give the addition of 100 and 200 as a 300. Previous line you saw we have used the plus operator here to concat the statement. Plus operator say I can work in two way. Plus operator say I can work in two way. What are those? If all the operands are numeric, plus operator says I can work in two way. If all the operands are numeric, then I can do the addition. If any operand is a string, then I can do the concatenation. So in this line you can see the first operand is a string and second is the number. So concatenation is happening here. In the second line you can see the A is also a number and B is also a number. So here it will do as a addition. Now then you can see in the left hand side there is a string. Yes, a string is there. We have not used here for as a plus. We have used as a comma. I will guide you in the next line. In case comma you can use as a plus also. How that look like? Let me go here. The addition of A and B is plus, also we can use here. Plus also we can use here. So now the rule of the plus will get overruled, saying like if all the operands are numeric, then addition will happen. If anyone is a string, then concatenation will happen. Left side, if you look, before left side, before plus you can see is called a string. After plus you can see is a number. Now here confusion will happen. So at this point, we have to follow something extra. Board mass. We'll keep this both under the. So that execution will happen first. First addition will happen, and after doing addition, concatenation will happen. In fact, if you not use this the function symbol, then also it is going to work. But better way, you can follow the board mass if you have multiple operation inside. Both are going to give the same output. One place we have a comma, another place we have a plus. Comma also going to combine to a statement, and plus is also going to combine to a statement. Using comma we cannot do the addition, whereas using plus we can do the addition as well. So plus operator will work in two way. If all the operands are numeric, addition will happen. If any one is a string, then concatenation will happen. So we can use it in both the places, for addition also and for concatenation also. After writing this, come to your console. Write in that node space file 1.js. It will print here. It says like the addition of 100 and 200 is 300. The addition of 100 and 200 is 300. Both the places working. Using comma how to handle, using plus how to handle, just got some idea. So using var, we are going to create a variable. It can be a string also, it can be number also, no problem. And then we can see. Our next example will be data type. We will use the var keyword, and along with the var keyword, we will be using the different kind of content to understand, okay, what are the data type can be in the JavaScript. Check one please, it's working. This is the basic understanding of JavaScript before writing the difficult code, long code. Step by step, there are alphabets we have to understand. Basic of JavaScript, how to write, where to write. If a variable is written, what is the meaning of that? Okay, let's come next. So this file I will be closing and we'll go for the next file called file2.js. File2.js. Let me share this much in your chat. This code came in your chat. File2.js, create the next file that is going to guide you about the data type. Okay. We'll go here and we will follow a variable. Here also we are going to use the var only. This is called single line comment. String, or instead of that, write console.log. It will print also console.log the string data type. The string data type. Suppose I'll create a variable var a equal to Bangalore. So now the data type of A becomes a string because the value assigned is a string. The var keyword says like As soon as you assign the value, according to your value, the data type will get changed. Another one. Now right here, console.log, the A is, the A hold, comma, HA. So what it will say? The A hold Bangalore. It will say the A hold as a Bangalore. The A hold as a Bangalore. The A hold Bangalore. Now come down and print this line. We can go here, maybe CMD or maybe VS Code, anything. In the CMD also you can print, or under the VS Code terminal also you can print. So let me follow the terminal, will be equal for everyone. Hope you are able to print node space file2.js. That return A hold Bangalore. The A hold Bangalore. Correct. Now let's go here, and A hold Bangalore is coming, that we understand. Through the system, we can find out what is the hold, what is the A. Is it really a string? So for that, we'll write a function called console.log. Inside the console.log, we will pass a two value. One is called type of space A. Type of space A. Now using type of, we can find out the type of a variable. What is hold? Is it holding as a string or is it holding as a number? What's holding? Let me go here. Node space, file name, file2.js. You can see here the string data type and the A hold Bangalore as a string. A hold Bangalore as a string. How to run in CMD? You have to go to the basic folder. This file where you have created, this file is under the basic folder. You have to go under the basic folder. Suppose for example, this file I have created under the basic folder. I will go under the basic folder here, under the basic folder, and I will click here in the address bar. I can click here. So I think better everyone can see how to run through CMD. You can also try. VS Code you are writing, it's okay. In case VS Code sometime different system will not support also the terminal. So in that case, you can come to your basic folder, click in the basic folder, click in the address bar on the top. Click in the address bar on the top. After clicking that, delete everything, type CMD. Enter. CMD will open in this particular folder. I hope we open the CMD. Let me close again, I'll guide you. I gone to my basic folder. This is my basic folder. After going to the basic folder, I will click here. I'll click here. After clicking on that, you will type as a CMD. CMD will open. Open or not? CMD hope opened. Under that CMD, under the CMD, you can write node space, file name as a file2.js and enter. It's print here the string data type, the A hold Bangalore, and it is as a string. A hold a string. Let's come to our code now. Okay, next after that. Next we need to see another data type. That is called number. Just previous example we have written. Console.log /n the number type. The number type. The number type. Suppose again we'll create a variable a equal to not a. Let's keep different one. B equal to 100. Same way you can print here and understand really it's holding. Type of will help you to find out what the variable is holding. The B hold as a B. The B hold as a B and the console dot type of B. Check now what is going to come. So I'll write as a systematically from top to bottom. It will be okay. Hope ready. Let us check again. Through CMD I can run. You can run through the terminal or any method is fine. Now hope we are clear now how to run through CMD and we export terminal. Node space file2.js enter. .js even optional. The data type, the number type you can see the B hold is 100 and type is a number. In JavaScript, integer and float both come under the number only. 100.50, let me give what is happening. It says float or what it says. See, 100.50 is also come as a number, and then 100 was also coming as a number. So in JavaScript, your float and non-float both consider as a number. Float and non-float both consider as a number. Hope ready? Let's come for next. Next is called Boolean. Boolean data type. So we can copy the same section and we can add here Boolean true false. The Boolean data type. Suppose we have a variable called C and we are assigning the value called true. True. So the B hold, not B, the C hold as a C and data type of C. You can check quickly. It should show you as a Boolean. True, false. Right, let me see here what is happening now. The data type of C is hold. The C hold is a true and the data type is a Boolean. Come down below. Next we have called array. In JavaScript, when we are storing the multiple values together in one variable, that will be called as a array data type. So how that look? We can go here and we can print here the array type. We can create two type of array, but that we will be saying under the array. Now we are saying the data type. So using JavaScript, when we are creating the variable, one you saw as a string, second you saw as a number, third you saw as a Boolean. Now fourth we have called as a array. A variable d equal to a square bracket. A square bracket represent as a array. A square bracket represent as a array. In JavaScript, we have two ways to create the array. This is the one. We have one more. Now right here, console.log, the d holds colon comma d. The d holds comma d. Okay. Meanwhile, write the type of d. Console.log type of d. So type of is going to clear yes, really the value we have stored, is it as an array type or not? So let's come to the CMD, and through the CMD you can test quickly. If the CMD become too dirty, CLS command is there. CLS, it will clear the screen. Just type CLS, enter. Entire screen will become clear. CLS, that you might have studied already while learning the DOS in college or school. CLS, clear screen. We can write here node file2 .js you can leave, it will work. It says like last one hold as a object. Yes. Inside now, we can pass some hello called Bangalore, Mumbai, Delhi, anything. Save the file and again check it. Okay, hope you saw. It says as an object, array object. You can say is an array object. We have two types. One is called array object. One is called JSON object. Now after this, come again right below object data type. Object data type. The object data type. You will create a variable again, e equal to this one, flower bracket, curly bracket we call. Inside we can write as a name colon Bangalore, comma. Okay, hold on. Name colon some name you can give Ajit Kumar. One object. So name become as a object. Ajit Kumar become as a value. City colon Bangalore. Bangalore. Add one more. Age as a object. 35 years as a value. Right. So in this, name is going to work like the object, city object, age is the object. Here again we can print console.log. The e holds comma e, and the type of e, let it be e only. Hope ready. Let us come and run once. Node space file two dots. Both places is a object. One will be as a array object, another will be as a JSON object. The second one, what is printing? It is also object only, but in the JavaScript we can treat in two way. One as a array object, another one as a JSON object. When we learn the array, we will be implementing like this: single dimensional array, multi-dimensional array, nested array, array in the JSON format, JSON object, array object. Both represent array only. Data will be in the array format itself. Right? Hope written. We have few more: null and undefined. Null. People ask in interview, what is the difference between null and undefined? Null and undefined. Right? Hope ready. Let's come. Write one more here called null type. Okay, the null data type. NULL, null type. Simple. You can create a variable only. You can create a variable A, C, D, A, B, C, D, E. You have reached F equal to null. NULL, null. Console.log. The F, the F holds F and the type of F. Type of F. Same way you can copy and keep below. Right college. Nothing here. Only G. Undefined. Only G as a undefined. Come down. Type of G. Here also write type of G. So it is complete one guide of your data type in JavaScript. Let's come now under the CMD. CLS command I can run once to clear everything. Then I will run again. Node space file 2.js. It should display all undefined. Okay, the F of hold as a null, but below is a print as an object. No problem. Running or error? Anyone?
Yes, sir. It's okay.
Okay, running then. Next, we need to work on the next. So how many data type we found? One is called string, number, then boolean, then which one? Array, next, object, next, null, and next call undefined. Total 7 types. Total 7 types. Total 7 types. Okay, so next after this, we have next chapter of after variable and data type. Next chapter we have for operators. I think we are aware of less than, greater than, equal to, not equal to. So those no need to spend the time. Come to the directly control structure. Control structure. The control structure says here control structure. The control structure is divided into two parts. The control structure is divided into two parts. Okay. One is condition, another one is called loop. Condition and loop. The control structure you have in the two part, condition and loop. Condition is going to check maybe one condition, two condition, three condition, four condition, five condition, not 100 condition. To check 100 condition, 200 condition, you have to use some other technique. You have to use the loop. For example, when we go to the ATM machine, in the beginning only condition is there. Yes, you are the valid user, enter your card. First condition, if the card is readable, your card is active, correct? Then it will prompt you for the PIN number. Second condition, if PIN is verified, okay, then go ahead next. Show you the option. Suppose you enter the okay, withdraw amount. You enter 3,000. Now 3,000 you enter. Now 3,000 is not 1, 2, 3, it's a 3,000. So for that, the system cannot check condition one by one. Then if everything is okay, once you enter the 3,000, next condition will come. It will check the enter amount should be less than or equal to available amount. in your account there must be 3000 minimum. If this condition satisfy, then loop will start. You may have heard the sound will come from the machine, some sound will come. That is nothing but loop is running. Okay, from each tray the notes will come out, and then it will count which tray the note has come out. So loop happen for 200 rupees. So how many loop happen? There the condition will increment by 200. If the loop is running for 500 notes, the condition will increment by, counter will increment by 500. If the note loop is running on the 2000 notes, then the counter will increase by 2000. So that is called a loop. So without control structure, any program, okay, without control structure, any program, okay, whichever the program you are writing, any application, without control structure, your project will be a static project. It will not be a dynamic project. Control structure is compulsory. Gmail, you go, first condition is there, enter email ID and password. If available, then only go ahead, else display the error message. That is called what? Condition only. But once you log in, lot of email will be there in the database. Suppose in the email 100 email is there, loop will run 100 times, and all the content will come and display to you, right? So there the number of records was multiple, so for that loop is required. But when you enter your email and password, the conditions should be required. Okay, so that is called a what? That is called a condition and loop. So we will go and we will create the next file. We'll create the next file and we'll give the file name file3.js. 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 Create here file3.js. File3.js. Under the file3.js, under the file3.js, under the file3.js, we'll create a variable again here, a equal to 100 as a number data type, and where b equal to again 100 and 1 as a number data type only. Number data type only. Now let's come write a condition if a greater than b. If a greater than b, then what will happen? If a greater than b, then we can write here console.log the or you can write between a comma b, a comma b, a comma b, higher value is comma a. Between a comma b, the higher value is a. Else console.log between a comma b, the higher value is b. The higher value is b. Okay, hope we are able to write. Sequence and keep it for right. Check now. What is the highest value? It says CLS file 3 says 100 and 101. The higher value is 101. 100 and 101. The higher value is 101. So ready? Right? Working? Yeah, working. So we got some idea. Next, we have to work on this control structure. Next is called if else if. Okay, let's come here. Write in the same file. One more example. A variable Bangalore. Bangalore equal to Bangalore only. One more variable Mumbai equal to Mumbai. Now we want to find out which variable have the more length, whether A or B, which variable have the more length. So we can go here and we can again compare if Bangalore dot length greater than Mumbai dot length. Then you will ask what is the length? Length is a property of the JavaScript. Using that, we can find the length of the string and we can find the length of the array. It's applicable in both the cases. Console.log Bangalore is bigger than Mumbai. Bangalore, comma, is bigger than MMBI, Mumbai. Else, Mumbai is bigger than Bangalore. Else, Mumbai is bigger than Bangalore. This becomes a string comparison. Now you are comparing the length of the string. Length of the string. Length of a string. Hope ready? Save this file. Let's come now. What is happening? Node space file 3.js. Bangalore is bigger than Mumbai. Correct? Because Bangalore has 9 character, Mumbai has total 6 character. Yes, no, let me know, running or not running. Right? So for other people already I have given you yesterday account access of that video. You can follow from there, and the new people who joined today, for them I will give you the another URL here. From here you can access the video. https://www.lmsglobe.com/crm. Username 7am 7amjs@gmail.com. Password is also same 7amjs@gmail.com. Yesterday video and today video both will be available on this URL. So for Ajit, Hars, Kuswant and Archana, for you four this email ID is available. You can log in on this email, and today video and yesterday video you can follow from here. Not yesterday, last one class setup and all we have done, that will be available here. I sent you in the chat. For other people in the sense who are already attending this one and the HTML, CSS and all, for them I have given the URL in the WhatsApp yesterday. You can follow that. In that your all HTML, CSS, Bootstrap video will come. In this URL only JavaScript video will come. In this URL, the URL I have added here, https://lmsglobe.com/crm. inside email 7amjs@gmail.com. Password also 7amjs@gmail.com. Here only JavaScript video will be listed. You can follow from there. And from tomorrow onwards, like JavaScript video will be there. If you click on video, video will play. Along with that, what examples should be there related to that? That example will also come in the right side. Link will be there. You can click on that and go to the example and see the content. This is the class example. That will be a different example. Okay, that will be as a different example. So this video you can watch there. Once you click on a video, video will come, and maybe bottom or right side link will appear. If you click on that example 1, example 2, example 3 related to that class, all example will be listed. Click on that, next page will open. In that you can see the list of example with the proper summary. Okay, so we can log in again tomorrow. Today this much only. Right. Thank you. See you tomorrow.